Resiliency is the goal when it comes to health and fitness. It's not a byproduct of the goal. To become resilient is the goal itself. Now, of course, we have goals such as training for a certain sport, trying to lose weight, trying to look better, feel better. However, at any one moment, what we're trying to do is be resilient. So when we go to the gym to try and get stronger, more flexible, more mobile, more athletic, we're increasing our ability to withstand adverse conditions. What's an adverse condition? It could be anything. You could be playing a sport and you get blindsided by somebody in a contact sport, and the risk of injury is very high. So you want to have a better ability to be able to deal with that and essentially maintain yourself at neutral or bounce back from injury or bounce back from an adverse condition. Now, in our day-to-day life, we also have adversity in terms of environmental toxins. So the healthier we get and the more we heal ourselves, the more resilient we are to toxins. Okay, our air quality is poor, our water quality is poor, our food quality is poor. The inputs we're putting into ourselves on a day-to-day basis in our lifestyle are poor. They're awful. They're genuinely awful. It's a miracle that we get through day to day with what we're surrounding ourselves with in our homes and what we're eating and drinking. So the healthier we are, the more resilient we are to that. Now that's the goal. That's the goal this whole time. And it's important to remember that. In a bit of a hypothetical scenario, we could be more resilient to something like a famine. So if we don't have this, in our modern first world countries, we tend not to have much of a famine. But if there was to be a famine and there's a shortage of nutrients, shortage of food or water or nutrients, things we need to live, the healthier we are and the fitter we are, the more resilient we are to that. And our bodies are more capable to deal with that. That's why perhaps, people like doing fasting or ketogenic diets or some sort of restriction to train their body. Again, you never want adverse conditions, but such is life. Life comes along and, drops a tree on you or something, and you want to be resilient to that. That's what strength is. Strength effectively means that we're able to deal with worse conditions in our life. If a tree falls on you, like I said, you want to be able to pick that up. That's strength, okay? It means that we can go through day-to-day life doing things well. If you play sports or if you work and you're strong, it makes you better at some of those things. However, fundamentally, all you're doing is you're raising the minimum threshold of things that will kill you. Okay, so less and less things will kill you, the stronger and fitter you get. And I think that's a really good frame. It's a bit harsh maybe, but what we're trying to do is becoming harder to kill. We're just fighting off death, basically. So that's a reminder for you to stay resilient and keep that the goal, and be proud of being a resilient human and being hard to kill. I think that's a cool goal for people to have. So thanks for watching. I hope that's inspired somebody. See you next time.